Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I am your host, Scott. Welcome. So this is going to be one of my shorter episodes, but I still love them, and it's Saturday. So this is my Nascar predictions for Bristol, which is tonight, Saturday, September 16th. So, I do love my NASCAR. And this is an elimination race for the next round of the playoffs. So I'm going to give you my race prediction, which, obviously, one of the reasons why I don't do this every week, is because I just want Kyle Busch to win. But I was thinking, since the playoffs, it's prediction, it's fun. So, the thing that I would say every time is Kyle Busch wins. But that's not the case tonight. So, Christopher Bell is starting on pole. But for people who don't know, the playoff system, round one is 3 races, and you have 16 drivers. At the end of 3 races, 4 people get eliminated, and they're out of contention. Next week, the round of 12 starts. Then 3 races after that, round of 8. And then the championship 4, which is 1 race, 4 drivers, and the highest placed driver of the 4 win the championship. You do not have to win the race to win the championship. So if driver C finishes ahead of driver A, B, and D, they're the champion. And the one way to get guarantee yourself in the next round is win. And right now we have the last 2 races have been won by playoff drivers, Kyle Larson and then Tyler Reddick, who won last week. And so they are locked in, guaranteed for the round of 12. And if somebody wins next week, they're locked into 8. And then if you're part of the 8 driver, then you win. You are locked into the championship race in Phoenix. So here are the drivers that are the 16 drivers in the playoffs. You have Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick. They're locked in. Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick. Those are the top 12 drivers that are, if all goes well, they would be advancing. But things happen. And the bubble drivers that need to do well tonight to earn their way in the top 12 in points are Martin Truex Jr., Bubba Wallace, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Michael McDowell. Now, Kevin Harvick is +7, and Joey Logano is +12. Christopher Bell is +13, and with stage racing and how those points work, it can fluctuate pretty quickly. So that is the overview of the playoff system. Because I like to shake things up. I like to be weird when I do these type of things. My prediction to win the race is Michael McDowell. So he can sneak his way and earn his chance for a championship, and hopefully continues through the round of 12. A very under-budgeted team for Front Row Motorsports, who drive the Ford. But my prediction for the 4 people being eliminated is Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kevin Harvick, Bubba Wallace, and Martin Truex Jr. Yeah, I think that's because unless Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Bubba Wallace sneak, because they're minus 19. Bubba Wallace is minus 19 points, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is minus 22. Michael McDowell needs to win. He's negative 40. That's kind of why I'm like, I'd have a win. But anything can happen. Theoretically, if there's a lap 1 crash and Denny Hamlin is knocked out with just a couple laps in, and out for good, he could be eliminated. So he's 49 to the good. So anything can happen. And especially Kyle Busch, if he doesn't have a good race. And that's kind of why these eliminator races are very important. Because it can shake up pretty well. That's why. Race 1, Kyle Larson won. It was at Darlington. And so he doesn't have to worry about a bad day, or if things happen. Last week Tyler Reddick won. So he doesn't have to worry about bad things happening tonight. He can wreck out and know that he's still racing for a championship. And the next 3 weeks, try and get another win. Get that locked in spot for the round of 8. And it's a grueling 10 races. And it's a format that I enjoy, because especially the championship race, unlike previous point system that they had, all that the champion had to do was start the race and they were the champion. This you had to finish the race and you didn't know who the champion was until the race was over. And some people don't like that format. I actually enjoy it. And you know, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes the champion who is crowned, I may not agree with, but they earned their spot. And you know, it's I enjoy it very much. Because you have one race at the very end, 4 drivers who are competing for the championship, and the highest ranked person is the champion for that season. So, my goal is Kyle Busch, but to be interesting, and you know, if I'm just putting on for funsies, I would say Michael McDowell wins tonight and launches himself to a great run. You know, maybe win another race in the next couple weeks. But it's going to be a good race. It's going to be a good Saturday. And I just wish tonight to be fantastic. So I like Saturdays, and I wish tonight, excuse me, I wish tonight to be my best night ever. You know, good things, and I wish good things would happen to me. With that said, I wish good things happen to you as well. Know that you matter. Know that you are trying your best. I hope you are. And if you're not doing well mentally, it's okay. It is okay not being okay. And it's getting to that part of the year where my depression gets overran. I become overwhelmed. And sometimes I have to do things to, you know, find my smile. It being middle of September. On the horizon is the winter. And I dread the winter months very much. And I'm trying really hard to not make that affect my mood. But, you know, I remember. And so I'm trying really hard to just be me, be exactly who I am, sending love, joy, making people smile, make people laugh, and not take life too seriously. But life can be hard. And love the people in your life, because you don't know if they're not going to be there tomorrow. And tell the people you love them, tell them you care, and do good things. Be yourself. And no matter what you may be doing, I wish you have the best day ever. And smile. And thank you for being amazing. Thank you for listening to me. I thank you so much. It means very much to me. And it being noon, past noon, even if you're listening to this on a Wednesday, it's Saturday. But I'm gonna go back to Baldur's Gate 3 and then watch some Nascar. That is my Saturday. Thank you so much. Until next week, I bid y'all adieu.